Greetings, Youtubians. It's Marko Munki Movie Reviews. Today we are talking about the movie Demolition, starring Jake Gyllenhaal, Chris Cooper, and Naomi Watts. Demolition is a movie about a man who has recently lost his wife in a tragic car accident, and about the ways in which he deals with this loss. Now, the man played by Jake Gyllenhaal, we learn that he did not have a very loving relationship with his wife. He was a bit distant. They are pretty recently married, and it just, he's busy with work, and it seems like he's just a little disconnected from the marriage. So when she dies, he is finding himself feeling no emotion, and he is unsure why. Now, the way we kind of hear about the story of how this came to be is shortly after she dies, he's in the hospital, he is hungry, he goes to the vending machine to get some food, and vending machine doesn't work. And so he decides to write a letter to the vending machine company. The customer service lady for the company, who is played by Naomi Watts, she is very moved by his letter. She begins calling him. They begin having, regular phone conversations. And slowly, this kind of helps him to start to deal with what he is going through. The performance by Jake Gyllenhaal and Chris Cooper and their relationship with each other is one of the strongest points of this film. You can see Chris Cooper doing a very good job playing a grieving parent who is, he's just overcome with emotion, and then he's interacting with Jake Gyllenhaal, who is feeling no emotion. And, he kind of gives him little advice at the beginning that, in order to mend a broken heart, you have to take everything apart about your life. And so Jake Gyllenhaal, he takes this very literally. He begins taking apart everything around him, whether it be clocks, computers, a bathroom stall he takes apart. And this is kind of a coping mechanism for him. And so eventually we kind of see how these two aspects of his life, him taking things apart and then him kind of talking with the Naomi Watts character, we see how those help him in kind of how he slowly begins to get over the grief and deal with the grief of losing his wife and what she actually meant to him. Now, very, very strong performances, like I said. The weak points of this movie is just some of the scenarios just seem a little bit ridiculous. You might think, okay, this is just a little too out of reality as to what would be happening. But overall, if you're a fan of Jake Gyllenhaal, he recently had great, amazing performance with Nightcrawler. I also thought Southpaw was a very good performance. This is not quite up to the level of those two, but it's very good. If you're a fan of him, I recommend to see it. I give this movie 1 yellow banana. And yes, I recommend for Jake Gyllenhaal fans. Thank you for watching Marko Munki Movie Reviews. Let me know what you think, and I see you next time.